yesterday, Friday the 22nd, was kind of an anxiety-inducing day. Just a lot of challenges, a lot of triggers for me that made me question my decisions and the way I was working and potential opportunities that I was considering. There's a conference that I'm going to in October, the PDMA Ignite conference. And I learned yesterday that PDMA, which I've been a member of for over a year, and I've been going to monthly meetings online with a group out of Chicago, and I have paid the $1,200 to go to their conference in October, and I've paid for my flight. Somehow, despite reading their website and going to all these meetings, I did not realize that the Product Development Management Association is really about physical products more so than software products. So that was a bit of a shock to me. And it made me question, is this the right place for me? Am I wasting my time and money by going to this conference because I don't typically work with physical products? I had a proposal that I had sent out that was rejected as being too expensive. And it makes me question my value and my approach and am I worth it, right? Am I worth hiring? Is this a thing I can keep doing? I had another conference that I was considering going to where I reached out to some people who have gone there before. And one pointed out that at conferences, there's often not actually time to meet people and talk because they're so packed with sessions. And I was going, to try to get more business, right? To meet people and network. And there were a few other things. I'm working on my AI system right now because Anthropic is making changes next month that's going to massively increase the bill. And I was doing some analysis of what my AI agents would cost and all the work that I'm doing when I can't use my Claude Max subscription anymore. And it estimated at $20,000 a month. Holy moly, you guys. So so many triggers yesterday. And I'm trying to figure out, how can I help this person who needs my help? Legitimately could benefit from my work to build and improve their systems so they can keep running their business, but they can't afford me. What should I do at these conferences? How should I connect with people? How do I get benefit out of it? What do I do about my systems and my business? What do I do about what I'm doing? And how do I set that up? And so this morning, we are at my in-laws. So they're helping out with the kids, and the kids are having a good time playing. So I decided to go for a walk and talk with Jesus. And as I am praying and asking him for guidance, meditating a little bit, I felt like God said to me, you are taking on responsibility that is not yours. And this is common for me. It's an ongoing challenge. One of my top Clifton Strengths is responsibility. And I've talked with other people for whom responsibility is one of their top Clifton Strengths. And we all feel like that strength is a burden. It's something that's really hard on us. And I often probably take on responsibility that I oughtn't. And as I was praying, I felt like God said, you are not responsible for this other person's business. You are not responsible for finding leads for your business. You are responsible for submitting to me. You are responsible for following me. You are responsible for, to quote some of the Psalms, you are responsible for planting yourself by my river, by my stream. You are responsible for standing in my light. You are responsible for loving people. And if you've listened to me talk elsewhere or read my writing, you know that I adhere to contractualist ethics. And I really felt like God was saying, there's a contract here that my responsibility is to him. And if I do what he tells me to, he'll take care of the rest. And he has been telling me that consistently for years, and it is a lesson I continually have to relearn. So for this conference, there's 2 conferences in October, one that I'm already going to, one I'm considering. And for the one I'm considering, I was like, how can I justify going to this conference if I'm not going to get potential business leads out of it? And what I heard God tell me this morning was, that is not your responsibility. If you want to go to this conference, your job is to bring my light there. It is to go there and love people and just build relationships and be salt and light and show them the love of Jesus. Which is, a fairly countercultural thing in business. I've talked with a few people in different entrepreneur groups I'm in, and they're like, I don't understand. How could you talk about Jesus related to your business? Like, doesn't that cost you clients? Doesn't that make it like people won't want to work with you? In my experience, nobody has been upset by me telling them that I love them and God loves them, and that my job is to serve them and take care of them and put them first, because Jesus takes care of me. And so as I prayed about this conference in Chicago, the one I'm already going to is in Atlanta. I've already paid for that, I'm gonna go. The one in Chicago looks like it'll be really good. And so I'm thinking about it. And I felt like God said, it's not a question of like, should I go or not? He was like, if you want to go, I'll provide for it. If you are going to love people, if you are going with the responsibility and the work of showing people my love. And God tells me effectively, that's the contract. If I do that, he's my business developer, he's my provider, he's my Lord and sovereign. He's going to take care of the rest. My job is to take care of other people. And so if I go to this conference not looking for business, not looking for leads, but just looking to learn, I'm walking through these fields out here, and I was looking over and I felt like what God was saying was, you're like this field. Your job is just to grow. Like, the Lord your God, I'm going to provide the rain. I'm going to provide the sunshine. I'm going to take care of everything else. You don't have to go to the conference to acquire a field or build a field. You can just go, as long as you are going with the right responsibility in mind. And that responsibility is not to win business and make money. It's to take care of people. So I felt like compelled to record this as a reminder to myself. I need reminders about this type of thing. And I just love Jesus so much. And he is so good. One of the things I was also thinking about was for people I know who are struggling with their businesses, and how good it is to submit your business to God. It makes such a world of difference. I've got another friend who was telling me this story. She just went through this about 6 months ago. She wasn't Christian, and her business partner told her they were going through a lot of trouble with their business. And she said, I know what you need. You got to make the decision yourself, but you need Jesus, and you need to invite him into this business. And she's done that. Things are going a lot better for her. And she's no longer alone in trying to figure this stuff out, because the Lord our God, he supports us and he sustains us. And so for me this morning, going to God and saying, I don't know how to help this person. I don't know how to make the decision about this conference. I don't know what to do next. And God saying, that's not the responsibility that you need to carry. The responsibility you need to carry is loving me, the Lord, submitting to me, doing what I tell you daily, and loving other people. And if you do that, everything else works out. That's the responsibility to carry, though, not all the other stuff. And what good news that is. My God, what good news. So, felt compelled to share that. I hope it is as encouraging to you as it is to me. And I hope that if you don't already know the love and support of Jesus, take this as an invitation. Because I know for a fact, God doesn't just talk to me. He is there for everybody. He will talk to you. He will support you. He loves you. He will provide for you. He will take so much of this weight of responsibility that we carry. He will take that burden. His yoke is easy. His burden is light. He'll walk with you. And he can make your business flourish. He can provide for your family. He can help you make better decisions. I'm not saying it's easy. It is hard to be obedient to him. But it's interesting because the challenge there is that we want control. And what God is asking us to do is to give up control and to trust in him. And when we do that, as hard as it is to give up control, when we do that, everything else becomes easier. Everything else becomes better. So, I record this out of love. I hope that the Spirit of the Lord my God goes before me and brings grace to those who are watching it, and that it is received in the Spirit in which it's intended. And if any glory in this there be, let it be to God, not me. Have a great day, my friends.